I just got food for us. My husband's mom smiled when my aunt asked why I skipped steak and sweets. Am I part of this family? I asked my husband. Stop it. Not now. He said, still eating. But everyone stopped talking when I said what they didn't see coming. I'm Hannah, and I've been Ryan's wife for 7 years. We met through a friend at a book club on a Saturday. Back then, I had a full-time job at the store doing the books. Ryan was still getting his degree in government. He looked at me with respect and said things like, "You're amazing. I feel bad just writing papers when you work all day." I smiled then. I thought it was real. When he got a job at the city, we got a small place near the city. That's when I first met his mom and dad. She wore fancy perfume like she was judging me. He gripped my hand like he wanted money back. His sister Lindsay, who was older than Ryan by 2 years, had never had a job, and she liked that. After looking me up and down, Vivian first said, "Oh, I thought you'd be taller." Tom then said, "So, Hannah, you didn't finish school." He seemed very sorry for me. I didn't move. I had costs at 18 and picked my way, choices I liked, until they made me feel like I had to explain why I was here. For a bit, Ryan helped me. He would say, "She works harder than anyone, and my folks can be much, but don't mind them." I didn't. At the start. I smiled nicely when Vivian got costly sweets, just for Ryan. I said nothing when she hated the cheap coffee I had. But after a while, the hurts grew. The good words stopped, and Ryan stopped helping. "She doesn't even handle money." I heard Tom say quietly, after seeing my pay slip, that Vivian had found somehow. "I don't get how you do it," Lindsay would say, acting sorry. I could not do all that hard work. I would sometimes see Vivian going through my things, saying she needed a napkin. Once, she took out my bank book and shook her head, "So little saved and nothing invested." Then to Ryan, "You should have with someone who knew money." Still I tried each holiday, each birthday, each awkward meal. I was there, I cooked, cleaned, smiled, gave drinks. One Christmas, I got a used candle while others got nice gifts with notes no one saw, not even Ryan. By year 6, I knew what my marriage was. I was just the maid with a marriage paper. Still, I stayed. We had no kids, but we had a past. I hoped maybe, just maybe in time, we could go back to how we were. That silly hope made me walk in their house like I was fine, even though I felt sad. Last year, they wanted to go to a lake house. Vivian said I should pack. Family fun, she said. I drove with Ryan to his folks' house, but they left me when I was in the bathroom. Just left. Ryan later said, "Mom wanted it to be just family." He said it like it was true, not mean. "But I'm your wife." "Yes," he said, "but you're not kin." Those words hurt more than he knew. Or maybe he knew and didn't care. Now it was time for the yearly family meal in August, with all the far-off family coming. That year, somehow, my work let us all have 3 days off for our health. I should have gone to the beach. Instead, I had to help. Vivian called me the night before. "You'll help get ready. People want things to be nice." Nice meant I woke up at 6 a.m., cutting, cleaning, vacuuming, and cleaning glasses. Ryan and his folks drank coffee outside as I ironed cloths. Lindsay came in at noon and said, "Remember the vegan food for Aunt Caroline." Then she left. By lunch I was beat. My arms hurt. My back hurt. I hadn't had coffee yet. People came, happy and loud. I smiled, led them to chairs, filled drinks, warm sauces. Ryan didn't help out. When I asked him to bring out the meat, he said, "You're okay." Only when everyone sat and ate did I sit down too. Then Vivian stood up. "I have a treat," she said, smiling sweetly. "Just for us." She went to the kitchen and came back with a tray. On it were 7 great steaks, cooked soft and shiny. She gave them to Tom, Lindsay, Ryan, and 3 others. And for afters, she showed a nice white box. Fancy French sweets. Just for us, of course. Folks cheered and clapped. But not me. No seventh dish. No sweet for me. Just my old chicken. Quiet grew sharp. And Sharon, next to me, asked, Vivian, did you make one for Hannah? Vivian looked at me like dirt. I just got food for Kin, she said. Sure. My head buzzed. My chest hurt. I turned to Ryan. He didn't look up. He ate his steak. Aunt Sharon moved. Ryan? I spoke first. Tell me, Ryan. Am I kin or not? Ryan still didn't look up. He chewed slow, like my ask was just noise, like I didn't just break the piece like glass. Aunt Sharon frowned. Ryan, your wife asked you stuff. At last, he put his fork down, more mad than shocked. Don't do this, Hannah. Not now. Not here. Oh, this is just right, I said. I spoke softly, but my hand shook under the table. Vivian laughed a bit. Truly, this is below you, Hannah. Causing a scene about food. Food, I said again. No, it's not about steak or sweets. It's about how you've treated me for 7 years. Like a renter in your son's life. Like the one you never wanted. Tom laughed. No one said you weren't welcome. No, I said. You just said I wasn't smart enough. Not fancy. Not good enough for the family. You showed it every time you looked at me funny, every mean nice thing you said, every time you looked through my stuff to find reasons to put me down. Lindsay made a noise. You're overreacting. I looked at her. You've never had a job. I've paid for this marriage for almost a year while your brother lies about going to work each day. So I think I can overreact. Ryan looked up fast. Hannah, be quiet. Or what? I asked. You'll lose your perfect image. I hate to say this, but soon everyone will know you've been jobless since last year. Now everyone stared at him. Vivian looked shocked. What is she saying? Ryan tried to speak but couldn't. I moved closer. He lost his city job after a big mistake with taxes. Many people got wrong bills, some too low by a lot. Ryan checked them last. He hid it because you were busy making fun of my coffee. That's wrong, Ryan said fast, but he seemed unsure. I kept going. Since then, I paid for everything, even food. I paid rent, bills, and car stuff, while he looked for work online and tried for jobs he couldn't do. It got very quiet. And Sharon looked at her food, then at Ryan. Is this real? Ryan stood up fast. This is crazy. You want to embarrass me. No, Ryan, I said. You caused this yourself, letting your mom refuse me food like I'm a servant. Vivian hit the table with her glass. Don't speak to my son that way. And don't treat me like I'm nothing. I got a thin folder from my bag. It made a quiet sound when I put it by Ryan. What's this? He asked. Divorce papers, I said. I talked to a lawyer already. I don't need your okay. The room got quiet again. Lindsay even stopped eating. You're going too far, Tom said at last. Really? I looked at him. You think I missed how you'd sigh when I came in? How you'd look at my hands like they were dirty? Lindsay cut in, her voice angry. You're just upset because you'll never be like us. You never had style, Hannah. I smiled a bit. But I'm the only one who can pay for a house. Vivian stood up fast. You think this makes you better? You mean a cashier? I fixed the books, I said. The store just made me a money boss. And I read papers, not like your kid. Ryan gave me the papers. You can't do this. Yes, I can. He sounded sad. You'll end our love for a lunch. No, I said soft. I'm. The family who felt bad at the meal were angry after I left. Some talked to Vivian. Others just left early. Sharon told the whole family. She told me her words were easy. You can't starve someone and call it nice. Vivian and Tom weren't asked to 2 weddings. Lindsay, who said everyone wants her places, got no yes replies for weeks. It turns out, being well-known doesn't mean you can do anything. Ryan was falling apart. I got home one night, and he was drunk on the couch, staring blankly. This is what you wanted, huh? He mumbled. Ruin everything. No, I replied. I just stopped acting like things were okay. At the meeting, his suit was too small, and he wouldn't look at me. I wore dark blue, had my hair up, and brought all the papers from when he didn't work. My lawyer didn't need to say much. The money told the story. At the end, Ryan looked like he might say something true. But he just said, I can't believe you're doing this. I stood up. No, Ryan, I can't believe what you did. When the divorce was done, I didn't have a party. I went home, got Indian food, and slept for half a day. The quiet? It felt new. It felt right. Time went by. Vivian tried to fix things. She sent a weak sorry email, saying things like I'm sorry if you felt bad, and we all say stuff we don't mean. I didn't reply. I saved it and forgot it. The new job meant I moved far away to a nice place with a porch and a good dishwasher. My work friends sent gifts. My boss said, we only hear good things about you. It was the first time in years people saw me for who I was. One night, my phone rang. Number I didn't know. It was Ryan. He spoke soft. I just wanted to say, I miss you. I didn't talk. I think we messed up. I should have spoken up that day. Ryan, I said, you had so long. I know. I was afraid. Of who? Your mom. Of it all. It was quiet for a bit. I've thought about seeing you. To talk in person. I looked at my new city. No need, I said. I heard it all back then. He didn't fight back. He paused. Before he could say more, I said, I'm not mad now, Ryan. I just don't fit in that world. And it doesn't fit me. He breathed out. So it's over. Yes. Then I ended the call. I stood in my kitchen a while, just hearing things. No yelling, no walking, no mean words or tapping. Just me, my place, and a plant that needed water. Some hurts don't need words to cut deep. And some quiet times fix things.